I am so tired of sneaker bots. I tried to go for the Travis ones and they sold out in like 30 seconds, bro. I swear. I'm getting me a sneaker bot. I got about $500. I'm about to become a sneaker plug right now. Bro, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. For 85% of the sneaker population out there, sneaker botting is not worth it. And because, bro, most people want a bot for personal use because they tired of taking L's on sneaker. They're tired of the shoes selling out in 30 seconds before they can cop. And so by the end of this video, you will completely understand the risks and rewards of sneaker botting, as well as how a sneaker bot can completely take your resale business to the next level. I'm gonna also cover some brief costs and some things surrounding using a bot. I also have an ebook that I put together with some very valuable information on how to cop without sneaker bots. These are manual how to cop methods, guides, even reselling strategies. So I will have that link in the description. All right, so first let's address why people are so curious about sneaker bots. You probably tried to hit on a hype sneaker within the last 2 years and you probably noticed that it sold out faster than you could even hit buy. Now, most people know that it's the bots. Most people know to blame the bots, but they don't actually know how it works. So I'm gonna kind of break that down today as well. All right, so there's different types of bots, right? There's bots that specify in Shopify sites. Shopify sites are sites built on Shopify like Kith, Shop Nice Kicks, Jimmy Jazz, places like that. Some bots specialize in foot sites, right? Now, sites are Foot Locker, Champs, East Bay, places like that. Now, there's special bots for botting like Supreme or Walmart if you're going for the consoles. And then there are AIO bots, which mean all-in-one, that specialize in all those kind of different sites. Now, this is the most simplest way to say this. The way bots work bots are designed to get more checkouts faster than the average person can do one. The most common question I get is like, bro, how do I get multiples using bots? Here's how. No matter what bot you use, they're all based off of billing profiles. And think of these profiles as each person with their own debit card, own address, own phone number, own everything. You're essentially entering all those profiles, but all those different people are really you. So to answer one of the most common questions that you're gonna start asking yourself if you're serious about botting, yes, you're gonna need different credit card, debit card numbers in order to successfully bot, because it's very easy for any retailer to limit an item one per customer by just going off the debit card. All right, so let's say you have 4 cards, then you can make 4 billing profiles. Like I said, each profile has their own address, phone number, debit card, everything like that. You can now, with these 4 profiles, you can actually assign tasks to each of those profiles. So if you had the proxies for it, which we'll get into later, you could essentially assign each profile 100 tasks, which would be a total of 400 different tasks. The normal person is at home on their phone with just 1 billing profile and essentially 1 task. You're entering for that same shoe 4 billing profiles, 400 tasks. So if my math is correct, then that means using a bot with 4 billing profiles, 100 tasks each, increases your chance by 400%. I'm probably totally wrong about that, by the way. Now let's talk about those proxies real quick, because that's one of the things that surround bots that you're gonna need. You need these proxies because all those tasks, they also need their own IP addresses, because one of the easiest bot protection tools is looking at the IP and seeing, okay, yep, you're a duplicate, you've already ordered. So proxies are just IP addresses that you can assign each of these tasks, or just have the task kind of pulling from, so that you don't get flagged as a bot. Now, you know I wouldn't be me if I didn't keep it real and tell you about the cons of botting. The number one con about sneaker botting, and the reason why in the beginning said that it's not worth it for most people, is because it's very costly, and everything about botting is costly. First off, the very cheapest bot that you're looking at nowadays, $350. To me, isn't cheap, but once you talk about how much other bots cost, then yes, that is. And yes, there's a $20,000 bot floating out. Now, bots are of course priced anywhere from $350 to $20,000, but more of a standard, I'd say $500 to about $5,000. Now, if you want to bot efficiently, then you should probably use a server. That costs money, and you don't have to have a server. You can run it off of your machine, but most people don't have a machine powerful enough to compute all of those different tasks that you're going to be running. So servers offer you sort of a faster setup. Now, I already told you what proxies are. They cost money, and the good ones cost a lot of money. In total, in everything, even if you go with the cheapest bot, even if you go with a cheap bot and you buy some good proxies, most people that I know that I've asked around the botting community mostly say that, hey, you're about $1,000 to $1,500 down in the hole before you even cop your first pair. Which takes me to my next con, right? Believe it or not, bro, botting is not a guarantee that you're gonna cop. For For all the money you spend, you would think it's guaranteed, but it's not, bro. Learning to navigate the bot is the first hurdle. Now, if you're tech savvy, then it's not gonna be that much of it, but most people aren't. And so the very next thing is learning the proper setup. Just because you have a bot doesn't mean it's gonna cop. You have to know when to run, how to run. There's just so many moving parts when it comes to botting. And on top of that, you're competing with thousands of other bots and experienced botters at that. So there's no guarantee that you will hit. I do want to add this though. I can honestly say from my experience that the more you learn and the less cheap your bot is, the more chance you have of copping, right? So make no mistake, an experienced botter could actually cook more with less of a bot than probably a beginner than a beginner could with a $5,000 bot. But once you start getting in between that, then hey, somebody with decent skills would have some luck on a $5,000 bot. Now the third con, botting is time consuming. When a big release drops, you're not only spending all this money, but you're spending a lot of time setting up the night before and then having your whole Saturday morning from about 6 a.m. all the way to about 1 completely dedicated to you sitting in front of a computer. And imagine doing that all day and coming home with 0 cops, bro, 0 sneakers. So those are the only real cons about botting, is that it can be a bit of a money pit if you don't know what you're doing. It's not guaranteed, kind of difficult to learn, and it's time consuming. But if you could jump over all those hurdles, then we're gonna talk about the pros of sneaker botting, right? Because the rewards can be, the number one pro is that they faster than humans. The average person has to put their card details in, even if it's already saved through the app. They've got to confirm this. They got to confirm their CVC number. They got to solve captures. They got to do all of that manually. Well, my bot does all of that automatically. Some bots even solve captures for you, bro. The next benefit is being able to cop multiple pairs. Like I told you earlier about the task. I told you earlier about the example with the 400 tasks. Like you are you're really upping your chances on the rest of the world when you do efficiently bot, because like I said, you're entering your name in a hat 400 times and the next person only gets 1. So yeah, you're more than likely gonna not only get 1, but you're gonna get multiples and this person can't get 1. See what I mean? Another very slept on part of botting that a lot of people don't really talk about, and this is one of the biggest pros, is the ability. Most people don't know about all the restocks that take place. Honestly, if they did, most of the time manual users don't stand a chance on them, because most restocks aren't publicly announced, and so bots are actually programmed to crawl sites, see hey if this becomes available, buy it, right? So before Foot Locker can even tweet, hey, we just loaded 100 pairs of Panda Dunks for sale, the bots have already been notified and are already checking out, so they can actually detect when it's happening. With all that said, bro, if you want to start a sneaker reselling business, then yeah, successfully botting can take that from literally just being a little side hustle to being a full-scale business, bro. Especially if you have the grit and the determination to like learn it and become good at it. I have a series where I actually started as a beginner botter, started botting, and actually started hitting on a couple pairs, man. Y'all meet me over in that video, man. I love y'all. Let's get it. Hey man, thank you so much for watching. If you like the content on my channel, I want to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in learning how to acquire limited items, join my Discord. Not only do we share the information in there, but we also raffle off items, do giveaways, and all type of lit stuff. So join me in that Discord. Also, follow me on all my socials. I love y'all, man. Let's get it.
Mr. President, this looks really bad, sir. The doctor's research was leaked and it has left unrest within the country. This is not good. The plan backfired, as I predicted. Mr. President, you need to speak on this or there will be riots. We cannot afford riots on top of this. The president wants all samples brought to the laboratory at once for immediate testing. This could be dangerous, people. Very dangerous.